Have you ever felt that something supernatural is nearby? What if it was angels? Perhaps you're not aware of it, but sometimes we may not recognize the signs they leave in our lives. Keep watching to learn more about how to recognize their presence. In everyone's life, there are moments when a sense of peace and safety envelops us unexpectedly, even in the most challenging situations. One of my viewers once shared a story about being in a critical situation on the road. Chaos and panic surrounded him, but suddenly he felt an incredible calm and certainty that everything would be all right. It was as if someone laid a hand on my shoulder and whispered that nothing bad would happen to me, he said. Indeed, despite everything, he came out unscathed. Such moments, often described in culture as angelic interventions, remind us that someone might be watching and protecting us. William Blake, the famous poet and mystic, once wrote, "Angels are present in every atom of natural life." Perhaps this is the elusive connection between our sensations and something higher, which we are not fully able to understand or explain. These experiences teach us to just trust the process and allow ourselves to feel the protection and support that comes from unexpected sources. They encourage us to appreciate moments when the world is filled not only with light, but also with warmth that seems to emanate directly from the universe's heart. In a world where rational explanations are valued above all, instances when people encounter the unknown often remain behind the scenes of everyday life. However, many can share stories of how, at a critical moment, they felt a light touch or push that seemed to guide their actions or warn them of danger. These moments often remain unexplained, but carry deep meaning and comfort. One example is the story of a young man who, while driving through an unlit forest at night, suddenly felt an inexplicable touch on the steering wheel, prompting him to brake. Moments later, a deer ran across the road, which he might not have seen and could have hit. He was convinced that without this touch, the outcome could have been tragic. Such stories fill our world with a sense of mystery and remind us that we may be under the protection of invisible forces. These forces can manifest in our moments of greatest need, offering us a chance to change the course of events or even save lives. They serve as a reminder that there is more in the universe than we can perceive with our five senses. In the mysterious fabric of reality, white feathers sometimes appear as messages from another world. These symbols of peace and hope often emerge where they are least expected, and each feather carries a secret message. Imagine a morning when, after deep contemplation about your life's path, you find a white feather right on your doorstep. Such an unexpected gift from nature can be seen as a sign that the path you have chosen is correct. This feather becomes a symbol of support and confidence in the correctness of your internal choice. Or in moments of deep sorrow and despondency, when everything seems hopeless, a white feather appears on your path. This is not just a coincidence, it's a sign that you are not alone. The gentle touch of invisible wings reminds us that there is always support and hope. White feathers can also serve as a bridge between the past and the present. They remind us of those who were with us earlier, as in many cultures, feathers are believed to be messages from those who have passed to the other side. Discovering such a feather can be a moment of realizing the connection between times and spaces. These moments, when reality meets mysticism, make us reflect on the depth of our existence. A white feather is not just an object. It is a symbol meant to remind us of the world's mystery, that life is full of surprises and hidden signs that we must learn to read. Imagine you are driving your usual route to work, and suddenly, as if driven by an unknown impulse, you decide to take a different road. Later, you learn that there was a serious accident on your usual route at that very moment. It's hard not to think of this as a miraculous escape, possibly even divine guidance. An unusual choice of route at the last moment is not just a change of plans, it could be a life-saving decision. Or recall a moment when you inexplicably delayed leaving the house for a few minutes, which seems insignificant, but those minutes saved you from being involved in a traffic disaster that you later heard about on the radio. In such moments, you begin to realize that there is only a fine line between coincidence and fate. Consider also a situation where you feel an unexplained anxiety that makes you cancel a trip you had planned for a long time. Suddenly, the news reports an unexpected disaster exactly in the place you were headed. This feeling of an inner voice that helps avoid potential danger might seem mystical, but many consider it a sign of protection. Each of these examples carries a deep meaning. Our world is governed not only by visible forces. Invisible protectors may watch over us, guiding our steps and decisions at critical moments. Realizing this makes us look anew at the usual events of our life and search for hidden messages and signs. In a world where science seeks to explain all aspects of reality, there are phenomena that elude logical understanding. One such manifestation is light phenomena, flashes of light and light orbs that suddenly appear in people's field of vision. These phenomena are often described as mystical or spiritual encounters, and they can carry deep meaning for those who experience them. Imagine a moment when, in complete darkness, a light suddenly appears as if an invisible hand lit a torch in the night. These flashes of light can represent brief but intense moments of enlightenment, which for some become confirmation of the presence of higher powers or even contact with other dimensions. Light orbs, floating in the air or flickering around during significant moments, are often interpreted as signs from angels or spiritual guides. Some associate these light spheres with the souls of the departed, coming to provide support or comfort in times of need. These light phenomena may be transient, but they leave a lasting impression on witnesses. Such phenomena often become subjects for reflection and spiritual search. They raise questions about the nature of our reality and the possibility of something greater than what we can perceive with our five senses. They prompt us to contemplate the thin line between the material world and the spiritual realm. Grief and loss are challenging times in anyone's life, but occasionally in these dark periods, signs can appear that bring comfort and support. These signs from angels are believed to be reminders that we are not alone, even in the most difficult moments. Signs can come in various forms, from an unexpected sense of peace to encountering unusual phenomena around us. For instance, many speak of sudden, gentle breezes on a still day or an unexpected fragrance of flowers associated with a departed loved one. These moments create a sense of the presence of the lost, as if they are touching us across the boundary between worlds. There are stories where people find objects that were particularly dear to the departed in the most unexpected places, as if these items were left there especially for them. Such discoveries not only provide comfort, but also help find inner peace, reminding us that love does not disappear with the person's departure from life. Sometimes, support manifests through dreams where the departed come with messages of consolation and guidance. These dream visits often leave behind a sense of reality and profound emotional impact, enriching the soul with the assurance that the connection with the departed remains unbroken. These signs and phenomena are like beacons of light in the darkness of grief, affirming that every life continues beyond the visible and that every loss is accompanied by an invisible yet palpable support. In our world, where each day is filled with hustle and endless tasks, small signs that seem to appear randomly on our path can have profound meanings. These tiny messages, such as unexpectedly finding coins, often go unnoticed. However, if we pay close attention, we can see them as guidance or consolation sent to us by angels. Imagine, on a day full of doubts and uncertainty about your own strength, finding a coin on your way. This is not just a metallic circle, it's a symbol that the universe is telling you. Trust the path you are on the right track. Such moments can become a clear sign that you are not alone, that your searches and aspirations are supported on an invisible level. Or when you feel sadness and loneliness, and suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a feather appears on your path. This soft and light feather is not just a random find. It's a sign that angelic presence envelops you, reminding you of the invisible support and love surrounding you from all sides. Signs can also manifest as unexpected meetings or messages that come to us just when they are most needed. Perhaps it will be an old friend who suddenly calls or writes to you, or a stranger who shares words that resonate with your inner state. These synchronicities are not coincidental. They are confirmations that every step of your path is meaningful. Paying attention to these signs, perceiving and understanding them, can lead to a deeper comprehension of your life and purposes. They remind us that every moment of life is filled with profound meaning, and that angels, our unseen guardians, are always near, ready to help and support. In a world where every moment harbors something mysterious, there are events that seem like miracles. This is especially evident in moments when people's lives are saved in critical situations in ways that defy conventional understanding. Such cases are often considered interventions by angels, who, according to many beliefs, are guardians and protectors in the realm of human trials. Consider a situation where a person is on the brink of life and death following a severe accident. The doctors are ready to give up, but suddenly there is an inexplicable improvement that cannot be logically explained by modern medicine. Or an instance where someone inexplicably avoids a trip that turns out to be deadly. Many associate these events with angelic intervention, invisible forces that send signs or guide actions on a subconscious level. Sometimes, rescue comes in the form of a warning from a stranger or a sudden epiphany that causes someone to change their plans. Such moments may seem coincidental, but for those who experience them, they often mean much more. It could be a feeling of warm energy or light surrounding a person in a moment of danger, providing not just physical, but spiritual protection. These miraculous rescues serve as reminders that our world is far more diverse and mysterious than we can imagine. They invite us to open up to the possibility of higher powers that can influence our lives at the most unexpected moments. Each such case is a unique invitation to deeper self-awareness and acknowledgement that even in the hardest times, we are not alone. Dreams can serve as sacred portals through which angelic energy signifies its presence and guides us. Dreams, filled with angelic symbols, are often echoes of divine interactions between our soul and higher beings. Angel dreams are typically replete with light and a sense of protection. They may manifest as visions where you feel a gentle touch or hear a soothing voice that fills you with peace and confidence. Such dreams often leave a feeling of clarity and direction for the entire following day. There are numerous examples of people receiving angelic messages through dreams. For instance, one individual spoke of a dream in which his deceased father appeared and showed him a way out of a complex life situation, which later led to significant life changes. To learn to recognize angelic messages in dreams, start with the intention before sleep to request guidance or answers from the angels. Upon waking, record every detail of your dream so you can later interpret its symbols and messages. To establish a connection with angels through meditation, it's essential to create the right atmosphere both within yourself and in your environment. Start by setting up your meditation space in a way that fosters spiritual connection. This could be a corner of your home with soft lighting, comfortable cushions, and elements that evoke a sense of calm and protection. Before starting your meditation, clear your mind of daily clutter and focus on your breathing. Deep, measured breathing will help achieve a state of inner peace. Then, declare your intention to connect with angelic energy. You might use phrases like, "I open my heart and mind to the messages of the angels," or "I ask the angels to show me the way and support me on my journey." One of the most effective techniques for connecting with angels is visualization. Imagine the light of angelic energy surrounding you, filling your space with soft, soothing light. Feel this light bringing peace and clarity to your soul. Remember that connecting with angels is a process that requires patience and regular practice. Don't expect immediate results and allow your experience to unfold naturally. In a world where music serves as the universal language of the soul, there are special melodies that can act as channels for communication with angelic forces. These sounds, infused with light and harmony, can establish a bridge between earthly and heavenly energies, opening the way for messages from higher powers. To begin, choose music that resonates with your inner essence and brings a sense of peace and elevation. Instrumental compositions featuring the harp, flute, or soft keys are excellent choices, as they are known for their ability to enhance spiritual experiences. Similar to meditation, listening to such music requires a calm pace and complete immersion in the sound waves. While practicing listening, pay special attention to how the music affects your mental state. Close your eyes, let the melody envelop you, carrying you across the boundaries of reality into a space where you can hear the echo of an angelic voice. These can be gentle, barely perceptible harmonies or more vivid, emotionally rich motifs, each carrying a specific message or enlightenment. To deepen your practice, create rituals around listening. For example, light an aromatic candle or use essential oils that create an atmosphere of tranquility and focus. These elements will help enhance your ability to perceive subtle, energetic vibrations of the music and tune into the wave of angelic messages. In this video, we explored unusual yet incredibly heartwarming moments that may be signs from angels guiding and protecting us at the most unexpected times in our lives. These stories remind us that perhaps we are never truly alone. If you have your own stories or have noticed similar signs, please share them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not miss more videos that can inspire or even change your view of the world. Thank you for watching, and remember, every moment can hold something miraculous.